Well, hi guys, how you been? Yesterday we talked about an amazing topic of why it is very important for mommy to sleep when the baby sleeps. We talked about the various things that one should do so that he or she may get enough sleep when nursing the baby. We talked about how you know that you're not getting enough sleep. We talked about those stuff, and guess what? Today we're having another amazing topic of how to teach your baby to sleep on their own without your help. I know, this is an amazing topic because guess what? I struggled with it with my baby. He's 9 months now, but I'm so sure someone else is wondering, sasa huyu nitamfanyia aje juu si lazima nimnyonyeshe. I want to stop breastfeeding him or using my breast to pacify him, using pacifiers, cuddling him, or sleeping while he's on my arms. What do I need to do so that he may learn to sleep on his own? Even if he wakes up at night on his own, that he can go back to sleep by himself with no crying, with no disturbing, just quietly and calmly for a cozy, super cute night. Hi guys, my name is Winja and I am amazing. Thank you so much for the support so far. We are growing and I like that. And thank you for the likes. If you're commenting, thank you so much for the subscriptions. Yeah, so let's get straight to it, right? So one of the things that you need to do at night when the baby is asleep and he wakes up or she wakes up at night to breastfeed, and you have to put her back again on his crib for him or her to sleep, and he can't do that by himself. So one of the mistakes that I made was I used to akiamka kunyonya, when he wakes up to breastfeed, I used to switch on the light so that I take him and breastfeed him, which I came to realize later that that was a mistake that I was doing, because the baby needs a white balance light or a dim light for him or her to not get distracted at night and go back to sleep. So make sure that before taking the baby to sleep or after putting the baby to sleep, you dim the light or it's totally dark. And then when taking the baby to breastfeed him, just dim the light. If you don't have a dim light or the light that can balance the whiteness or whatever, because remember when he was in the womb or she was in the womb, it wasn't totally calm or silent, but there was that calmness, and the light in there was, I think, quite balanced. I don't know how to call it, but he needs to keep on that balanced light, not to distract his eyes, his mind, not to get distracted by seeing some toys and everything else around. He will get distracted and he will not get back to sleep. So that's one thing. The second thing, make sure that he's safe and secure. Remember, the baby wants to sleep on your arms because he or she feels safe when you're holding him. So make sure that when you're going to put him to sleep on the crib, there are no toys around that will where he's himself. So it's not going to be a bed of roses. Atakuwa analia, sometimes unamwekelea because hajalala kabisa and analia, you have to maybe pat him, unampiga piga tu as kidogo to calm him down, or just place your arm mahali hapa kwa chest yake, I feel that you're still holding him. Or if itaendelea kabisa aendelee kulia, you have to pick him up, calm him down, make him cozy, and then place him back to sleep. Yeah. And then the next point is that I was saying nilikuwa nimesahau, but it's okay, sorry guys. The next thing, make sure that kama ni usiku or rather during daytime, utajua when the baby is crying and the diaper is full ama ako wet. So make sure that you change the diaper and he's already cozy and dry on his nunu, so that he will sleep comfortably. That way atalala tu vizuri. And then the next thing is create a schedule or a routine that you follow yenye mtoi atakuwa kwa akili yake, because he's learning every day. So the cycle that is going on throughout the day, he's getting used to it. So when you create this routine, and also, I don't know how to say this, document your schedule, your routine. Ujue when the baby sleeps. Mostly, for example, like my baby, he sleeps at 10 p.m. usiku, and then wakes up. If he's tired or he had a lot to take in, he'll wake up around 1. If he wasn't tired or he just slept, kama hajakula ashibe vizuri, he will wake up at around 12. So 12 to 1, I'm so sure that my baby will wake up. And then after breastfeeding at that time, 1 a.m., 1 sasa usiku at around 3. After 1, analala, anaamka 3, and then he breastfeeds, and then from 3, he will wake up again at around 5 to 6, and then from 6, he breastfeeds, maybe amke 7, 8, italingana hapo asubuhi ameamka na mood gani, and then paka 10 again. I know that routine already, ishazoea kwa akili yake, hata mimi nisha master. That's how he sleeps, so that every time una make sure if it's feeding him, you feed him on time, so that when his sleeping time comes, you don't disrupt it by sasa ndo unakumbuka guy hajakula, guy anafaa kula fruit, guy, like, so that you don't disrupt his schedule. Just make sure everything is well pangwad. Yeah. Then the next thing is you lower your expectations to the baby ama from the baby. Maybe una expect that, kama mimi nimesha sema around 10 p.m. I know that I'm so sure that hiyo time atakuwa nasumbuliwa na usingizi, right? So don't expect him that every single day at 10 he will sleep. So lower your expectations, because sometimes he'll sleep around 7 to 8 or 9 or 10. Just lower your expectations and just follow his lead. Mostly atakuonyesha when he wants to sleep. He will show you, kama usha master mtoto wako how he feeds, you will know when he is hungry, you will know when he has to be changed the diaper. Just lower your expectations from the baby. Don't expect him to follow your schedule venye umeipanga na motaratara vizuri. Just adjust, learn to adjust every single day, because every day venye nimekwambia, venye mtoto alilala, it's not the same venye ataamka. Yeah. And then the other thing is don't train them to breastfeed while sleeping, because that way you'll be ni kama you're using your breast to pacify him during his sleep or his nap. So make sure that when he's breastfeeding, immediately ameacha ku breastfeed, because wewe mwenyewe as the mom you feel that ameacha sasa. Unamtoa nyonyo, you remove the breast, and then he sleeps by his own. Maybe you can establish or give them what do we call munyonyi? Those pacifiers. You can buy him or her one, but be very clean, because these pacifiers can make them diarrhea vibaya sana. The pacifier, make sure before or after umeona ameanza kutupatupa chini, you make sure that it's always clean, so that you avoid many health problems. And then the other thing you could, if it's during the daytime, establish a predictable routine during the day. Venye tu umeestablish ya usiku, also establish a predictable one during the day. Hata venye ukiachia mtu akushikilie, unajua ushamwambia during this time and this time unafaa kufanya hivi na hivi, and so that way the baby will be comfortable even at your absence. I'm sorry. And then the other thing is, when you're tired, don't hold the baby. When you're tired, they mostly seem to feel ama kusense hauna hiyo mood, so try to give someone else amshike. Isikuwe mtoto ni wa mikono yako peke yako, like you're not the only one who he feels secure with. Try to share the baby with maybe someone who helps you or your parents. In my case, it's my parents. The baby feels when you're tensed up. The baby feels, I don't know how they connect, because kama mtoto wangu, kama Taji, for example, when I am angry ama sina moods, he will cry vibaya sana. He uses to cry, analia, and that is how, by the way, siku hizi kina mama wanajua maybe nimekasirika ama sijifeel, sina mood, sijifeel poa, like he feels. So be careful of how when you hold the baby, calm yourself down first. Haizi lala vizuri akiwa anajua umekasirika. Atalala akiwa ana panic. Sijui niseme aje, he sleeps and as if anashtuka. I don't know which term to use hapo, but he feels it. So don't hold the baby when you're angry and then umlalishe. Sijui what happens to them, but atakaa akishtuka akiwa amelala. And then the other thing is there's sometimes or some people that you learn to give the baby maybe cool bedtime stories, or you make a temperature temperate ama aje, a cool environment for the baby to sleep. Sometimes you put on cool music for the baby to get used to, and you find that sometimes when you don't read the baby those stories during bedtime, ama you put that ambient or cool music as he sleeps, they will not sleep. So you could maybe establish one of those, but mimi sina your time. Like kukaa nikimwekea music, my boy loves music, so hata lala, he will not sleep. He will stay there and he wants to feel that melody, wants to feel it, to kuisikiza. Haizi lalisha na music. And then at your bedtime story, naambia maybe akigrow kidogo, we can do that, but as for now, he's a few months old. I mean, hata maybe saa zingine haelewi, but sahi hata ana crawl. Anyway, that's it for today. I hope you've learned something from this vlog, and thank you for tuning in and for staying tuned mpaka saa hii. We are going to connect more on the next. Don't forget to just like it. It's just down there. Like too, so that ifikie watu wengine wenye itasaidia. Otherwise, thank you so much.